Well, well. Samba time.
This decision is going to have very negative consequences for children who are best raised by a mother and a father.
Will you marry me?
Marry who? You mean a boy marrying a boy?
That's nice.
Congratulations! So they're gay?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
In just 10 days, Boy Scout delegates will decide if the ban on gay scouts stays or goes.
So I would expect that we'd have to have separate sleeping accommodations for heterosexual scouts and separate for homosexual scouts. We'd have to have separate bathing facilities.
To be a member or to be an organization or a ministry of the church, you have to align with what the Bible actually aligns with.
My name is Zach Walls. I'm a sixth-generation Iowan and an engineering student at the University of Iowa, and I was raised by two women. I'm actually an Eagle Scout. And I guess the point is that our family really isn't so different from any other Iowa family. You know, when I'm home, we go to church together, we eat dinner, we go on vacations.
Piece of shit. Let's go on to the next
number
piece of
three.
shit.
I'm confused.
Oh God, yeah.
Grandma, my teacher says if Grandpa was a girl, it's okay. You can still be married.
Wait, so if Grandpa becomes a girl, he can't be married anymore? So wait, I don't get this. Wait, so if we have a married couple and it's a straight couple, right? But the husband decides to have a sex change, are we saying that marriage would be null and void because he's now a woman? Is this another double standard effect? Because they would say that no matter what he would do, no matter what, like the National Organization of Marriage and all these other groups, they would still say he was a man no matter what. No matter how much he would identify as a woman, he would say he's a man. But if he was married and he turned into a woman, then they would say his marriage was null and void. Like, oh, he's transgender. This would be a gay marriage now, so we can't have this marriage. This can't be allowed. Fucking double standard once more. Well, I just see it right there.
I mean, here's the thing. My friend, my really a friend of mine from my university, basically, she was once a he, and she had a husband, and they're still married to the same person, and he became a she, and then there was a straight relationship, I guess you could say then, and then he became a she, so it became a lesbian relationship. So I went from a gay relationship to a straight relationship to a lesbian relationship. Oh my God. But anyways, no, they were not considered married ever, because the state of Michigan does not recognize sex changes, at least not to the degree of allowing marriage contracts.
And I just overlooked one big point here in the intro here. Why the hell would a teacher turn to their student and say that line? Why would they say that to a child in their class? The only children that are going to be confused are the ones in this ad. Why are people telling me to say these things? Does my grandpa really want to be a girl?
Well, if you look at their faces, they're so disinterested in doing this. I mean, and they're talking like monotone robots.
I think I'll try on mommy's makeup again.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna put this out there that
I'm confused.
I mean, using children is a really big...
Waving kids around every fucking time.
Well, using children is always been the tactic of the right. They used it for pro-segregation. They use it now for anti-gay rights. It always comes to the children because it's the basest of emotion. If you think your children are going to be attacked, goddamn right you're going to go stand up and frickin' stand up for them if you think your children are going to be attacked. And that's the thing, is that it's like we look at children as these stupid vesicles that can be corrupted so easily, and we forget to realize that children, yes, can be extremely mean to one another, but they can also be...
don't know any better.
Right. Well, they do.
Not really.
No, they do. In fact, there's a good article, I believe it was...
They don't shit about anything.
No, it was about the APS. Children can be very mean because it gives them a high.
I know.
And it's basically they can be sociopaths. In fact, there's an article, I think it was the American Psychiatric Society or Psychological Society, posted that children can be little sociopaths.
I know, because they have no concept of conscience at that time.
At that time, yes.
I know, they're fucking monsters. These people want to wave, like my mother would do this to me all the time. They wave children in front of me like they're these innocent little beings. Like, no, they're fucking cruel little monsters. I should know better because I was treated as such, and I was a fucking cruel monster at home to my siblings.
Yeah.
Because they were smaller and younger than me. So whenever I would get beaten up at school, I would come home and terrorize my brother and sister. You can fucking try to say that children are fucking innocent all you want. There's no fucking innocence. Whatever innocence there was in this world died long ago. There's no fucking innocence. No innocence whatsoever. And you know what? Kids learn about other orientations. They become more tolerant. Yeah, I'm sure they're going to grow up to be little fucking Jeffrey Dahmers because they just learned about gay people. They're just going to be so confused. They're going to be like that Eric kid, or whatever the fuck his name was, who shot 6 people.
Here's the thing, though. It's just that, but while kids can be extremely mean, they also can be very understanding of simple fucking concepts that people, adults like me and Andy, turn into very complex things which they shouldn't be, such as love. Love is a very simple equation. I have a great old math teacher who, if you ever watch this, I will have to say, Dr. Conway, you are an awesome person. I will mention you forever and ever because you gave me a love for math that will never ever go away. But anyways, I asked him one time, what is the equation for love? And he basically put on the board 1 + 1 = 2. And then put a heart around the 2. And everyone laughed in the class. I said, well, I'm talking about the neurology behind it. There's got to be some type of equation for the biological chemistry, the endorphins that cause us to love. And his reaction to that was, you're overcomplicating something that's super simple. We just love. It's part of our nature as creatures. Every animal loves. Yes, it's a chemical reaction. Yes, it's this. But we all love because it's what keeps us alive. It's a survival instinct, and it's simple. Love is that simple. It keeps us alive. 1 + 1 = 2. Gay relationships. 1 + 1 = 2. That's the whole thing. It equals love. It's a fucking trivial, simple concept. Kids can get it. But adults can't because they can't get their fucking stupid brains wrapped around their anything other than what their fucking religion tells them.
And I think they already picture what these kids are going to grow up to be like too. They're just going to grow up to be adults who are going to be all broken and confused. Yeah, like they just I was just a normal kid until I heard about the gay agenda and I saw how the government was mistreating them and all the bullying that was going on, and I was attracted to the gay lifestyle. And now I'm just a confused and angry individual because of it. I was mind raped by the gay agenda.
If we change the definition of marriage,
God creating Adam and Eve, that was so old-fashioned.
Yeah, that's how
our
kids act.
kids will be taught a new way of thinking.
He should have created Anna and Eve. If my dad married a man, who would be my mom? I'm confused.
This is so stupid. I can't. It's so stupid. This is why this is number 3. We're getting closer to the dumber folks.
Who's gonna be my mom? I'm so confused. Oh my god, the whole world is coming down around me. Oh fuck.
Yeah, here
I need my Nintendo.
1 man + 1 woman.
Call Governor Lynch today and ask him to protect
Governor Lynch
by not supporting House
I
Bill
wonder if that
436.
name's appropriate. If my dad was my mom, who would be my mom? Who would be my dad? I'm you, and you're me, and I'm you.
I'm not me. I'm you. I'm you. Oh, you're me.
Oh, they should do that. They should, instead of to do like a spiritual sequel to Junior and have Arnold Schwarzenegger play himself being a father to a son, who's also play himself as being the gay father of his son. So he's playing 2 roles, 2 fathers in a gay relationship for his son. And he's also a clone of himself, so even better.
I feel bad for the people that live in that state and like the same gender. It's not right.
Kind of takes away from the whole freedom thing.
Love's a freedom, and they're totally taking that away.
The study having determined that children raised in homosexual households are at a severe disadvantage over children in natural families.
I scored in the 99th percentile on the ACT. I own and operate my own small business.
are at a severe disadvantage.
His biological mom raised him, along with her female partner. Griffin is now a Sandy City police officer and an officer in the Army Reserves, as well as an occasional pilot. He's happily married to Angelica, and they'll celebrate their one-year anniversary next month.
Are at a severe disadvantage.
Over the next 2 hours, I'm sure we're going to hear plenty of testimony about how damaging having gay parents is on kids. But in my 19 years, not once have I ever been confronted by an individual who realized independently that I was raised by a gay couple. And you know why? Because the sexual orientation of my parents has had zero effect on the content of my character. Thank you very much.